Hi, I'm the sports guy, and today I'm going to be making my Week 16 picks in the NFL. Steelers won last night, and they won. What was the final score? I think it was 27-3. Uh, I didn't see that matchup going anywhere except for, the matchup on paper was just out of sync and everything for the Panthers. And Roethlisberger cooked up with Wallace last night, and I think that was the game changer. It was 3-0 at that point. But the defense for Pittsburgh stepped up pretty well. And then the bowl game, San Diego State defeated Navy 35-14. And I see a lot in Ryan Lindley, who could be an NFL quarterback at that position. Ricky Dobbs, the quarterback for Navy last night, couldn't do anything. Uh, they had their spurts, but 35-14 shows for itself. So I think Dobbs will go in the draft and maybe a day 2 pick. But he'd be a solid running back in the NFL. Now getting on to my picks, but I'm going to start with NBA picks this week. I got the Knicks over the Bulls, Christmas Day, tomorrow. The Knicks over the Bulls, Magic over the Celtics, Lakers over the Heat, Thunder over the Nuggets, and then the Warriors in an upset over the Trailblazers. So, those are my predictions there. Now getting to the game on Christmas night. Dallas Cowboys, my Dallas Cowboys, against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I think that's going to be a blowout because the Cardinals have failed to find anyone at quarterback this season. They went through Max Hall, they went through Derek Anderson, hell, they went through Matt Leinart in the preseason, but that didn't work out. So, it doesn't work out for them this season, and I got a final score of 31-10 because Kitna has stepped in beautifully now in the past couple weeks and shown some real talent. Jason Witten's starting to play better, Miles Austin playing well, all the running backs, Choice, Felix Jones, Barber playing well, and the defense starting to play a little better. So Cowboys 31-10 there. Going to the games on Sunday, Packers and Giants, that has major playoff implications there. The Giants win, they're in. Packers need a win and some help in the last week. They need a win in the last week to get in, and they would be in. But the Giants, that looked like they shot themselves in the foot last week. It was a terrible loss. The miracle at the New Meadowlands and everything. And I'm just going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Green Bay Packers in this one, 20-17 final score in Lambeau in the frozen tundra. Now getting to the Eagles Vikings. That game will be, I think, a very good game because I think Webb will play decent ball. If Webb plays good ball, then just anything can happen. So, but I think the story with Vic is just incredible. And I think it's just amazing to see what you can do in the 3-year span. You go to jail, you learn a lot. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles 38-21, but I see a lot of the Webb this week. Patriots and Bills, not a good matchup as well. Fitzpatrick's starting to play really well as a great quarterback, probably be the starter going into next season, but I got the Patriots 34-7. Jets, Bears, Sanchez, not 80-90% says Rex Ryan right now, but who knows what's going to be now until Sunday. So I'm going to go Bears 2017 as well over the Jets. Dolphins, Lions. I think the Lions are starting to play better ball, and they'll pull off the upset in Sun Life Stadium 27-24 over the Dolphins. Ravens, Browns. This will be a tough game for the Ravens, trying to get the playoffs, trying to keep pace with Pittsburgh, who won last night. I think they will. 16-14 final score there. Cincinnati hosting San Diego. Can't get much worse. 31-13 final score. San Diego wins there and stays in the hunt. Getting to their rival, Kansas City. Kansas City wins 24-20 to stay atop the AFC West going into the final week of the season. They will play the Chargers will face off against the Broncos, while the Chiefs play the Raiders next week, which will decide it all. Now getting to the AFC South. This is big. One of the tightest races. The Colts hold the tiebreaker over the Jags after their win last week. Peyton Manning played good. Collie played good, but now Collie's out for the season with another concussion, so can't feel good for that guy. got to be awful for that guy. But the Colts go to the Black Hole this week in Oakland, and I just think Oakland's going to rise to the occasion because they're still technically in playoff contention, and the Raiders win 31-27 in my AFC upset of the week. So there's another game, but I think a late McFadden touchdown, gives the Raiders the win there. Now getting to the Jaguars and Redskins, the Redskins I don't think can play to their full potential without Donovan McNabb and all those key injuries that they have. So I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars, 24-14 in that one. Texans play the Broncos. I think Tebow rushes for over 100 yards and may throw for under 100. But still, I don't think he has any support on the offensive side of the ball. And the Texans find a way to win 24-21. And that wraps up my AFC picks this week. NFC, I went through the Eagles, Vikings, Giants, Packers. 49ers, Seahawks, my NFC upset of the week. But I think Troy Smith rushes for over 100 yards and a win. That will put them back in the race in the NFC West, which is arguably the worst division in football. So, and the Buccaneers take on the Rams. I'm going to go with the St. Louis Rams in my upset of the week, too, because I think the Rams will play motivated in this one. And then they play the Seahawks next week, who will will most likely decide the division. Now getting to the AFC South division. I got Tampa Bay in there. NFC North, Bears play, Vikings play, Packers play, Lions play. Now the NFC South, the big game on Monday night. This is my game of the week this week. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees versus Matt Ryan. Michael Turner versus Chris Ivory. Tony Gonzalez versus Graham and Shockey. The receiving core, Roddy White, Michael Jenkins versus Robert Meacham and Marquise Colston. The kickers, Bryant versus what used to be Garrett Hartley. But the defensive battle. But I mean, the Falcons are the most underrated team in football, in my opinion. They are a dark horse title contender for many reasons because they haven't peaked yet. They haven't played 100% all their games. They've finished games in the fourth quarter. They haven't played a full 60-minute game, and I think they're going to start playing that in the playoffs. So, but with the Saints playing the way they are, will the Falcons be able to stop them? I say yes. 31-27, Atlanta Falcons win the game of the week. Lock up the number 1 seed in the Dome. So, also, that's the end of my video. I will be back with a reactions video on Tuesday. Also, check out my friend's channel at SilverStar2475, JTV14. But other than that, have a good weekend, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have fun watching the games.